Hello, and welcome to the DSU Sports Update. I'm Ben Bullock, and joining me today is head coach of the baseball team here at DSU, JP Blandin. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome.
Great. First question for you, Coach. The team's been ranked in the top 5 in hitting throughout the country throughout most of the season. What do you attribute that to?
Well, Ben, first of all, it's recruiting. We've brought in some pretty good talent in that class. The senior class that's here, that's a senior right now, senior student athletes. Those guys have been in our program for 3 or 4 years. A few of those guys were freshman starters, guys that played right away for us. And they brought some skills that were pretty good with them. And then I think the second component is an approach that our offensive hitting coaches have provided for us for structure for our student athletes, and they've really bought in. And because of that, we're seeing great results right now. I think batting average is #1 in the country, and I think on base percentage, and that's really what we look at more than anything is getting on base, and because then we're able to score some runs, and that's even more important than batting average. And the batting average this year is just a huge plus. And I think also the work that the guys have done in the weight room, they're a lot stronger, so they're going to get some extra hits. So Coach Briones has done a tremendous job there with helping our student athletes as well.
Okay, speaking of recruiting, getting a lot of you guys from the local Delaware talent. So what do you say to those guys when you come to their houses and try to get them to come to Delaware State?
Well, the local kids, it's a combination of the university is doing a great job trying to reel in a lot of our local talent, our Delaware kids. Okay, and the Inspire program and other things like that have made it a really good business choice for these kids that want to get a 4-year degree and move on in their lives and do whatever profession they want to in their lives. So the university has done a great job doing that. And then I think winning, if you're winning, we've put together 2 pretty good years, and we broke a school record in 2012. And then last year we had another 30-win season. I think that makes it easier to recruit the local kids because they see that. They come to our games, and it makes it easier to bring those kids in.
Okay, now speaking of your senior class, what sticks out in your mind about them, considering that they had some success with 2 MEAC North titles?
Competitiveness. These kids have come in, and for the past 3 years, we've always taken the approach during a game, whether we're down or up, that we can win at any time, even when we're down, because these guys don't give up. They're just very competitive. They're tough kids, and they've brought these characters with them, and that's the main thing that's going to stick with me is determined competitiveness, and that's really helped mold our team for the past 2 or 3 years.
Okay, now switching gears a little bit, let's talk about your pitching staff. You guys have a lot more depth than in years past. How would you grade their success thus far?
I would say B+, because we're running out a lot of freshmen. We haven't done that in a long time. We've been lucky enough to be an older team for the past 2 years on the mound, juniors and seniors. Well, this year we have Matt McLean and Hassan Evans, and then everybody else. A couple juniors, then the rest of the roster on the pitching staff is filled by freshmen and sophomores. And we've had a lot of freshmen step up, Harry Thomas, Eric Scharf, Gonzalez. But we've had some guys that are freshmen, are just jumping in and giving us innings on the mound. So it's been a unique thing, but it looks good for the future, as well, because we've been top in the MEAC in pitching for a couple years, and now we're able to turn over. Matt McLean is leaving as the last guy of that older group, and then we're trying to develop pitching, and already as freshmen we're getting innings, so that's a good thing.
Okay, now last question for you, Coach. Getting close to tournament time, what is your current message to your team?
Well, we've been talking about that. We've been talking about that a lot because we've had, the past 2 years we've had really good seasons, but we've come up short. 2012, we went to the tournament, and we were in the championship game, but we had to come up through the losers bracket. We had to win twice on championship Sunday. We won once, and then we sort of ran out of gas on that Sunday. Then the next year we had a letdown, a season that a tournament run that wasn't very good. We were 2 and out. So what we do is we just reflect back, and we try to learn from what happened. Baseball is a game about winning series, and we do a pretty good job with that year in and year out. Then whether or not you keep playing depends on how you do in the tournament, which is a little different than actual series play. So you just have to play your best baseball. And really what it comes down to is it doesn't matter who you're playing. It's baseball. You know, it's not, we're not playing University of Florida, University of Virginia. We're playing baseball. You know, we're not playing Florida A&M. We're not playing Bethune-Cookman. We're playing baseball.
Right.
And we have a formula in place. It's don't give up free bases. Pitching and defense starts with that. No free bases. Try to limit the errors. Try to limit walks, stolen bases, anything like that. And then we're going to take on offense what we're given. And we're very, very dangerous on offense this year. Even with our power numbers are good too. So, but it starts with just going out there and playing routine baseball. And that's what we're looking at doing. And we have to all be in and all be on the same page. And so we're talking about that a lot lately. And I think we're all in right now. So I look forward to, you know, to this tournament run coming up in a couple weeks.
Well, Coach, good luck to you for the rest of the way. I'm Ben Bullock. This is JP Blandin. See you next time.
Thank you.